Hi, I'm David. I'm very much married to my very lovely wife. Been married for a year and I'm looking at my wife now. How many months now? August, September, November, December. So my mentor actually is the one who married us, the African Nigerian Jew. The amount of wisdom that man has in his pinky finger, I hope to have one day in my life. But he is extremely goofy as well. In fact, one of the things he said, we've been to weddings before and usually they're normal. Ours was not. He said, "David, is anyone holding a shotgun to your head?" He's like, people talk.
Publicly, in front of our entire
Yeah, in front of all of them, right? In front of my family-in-law that's very traditional Catholic from Ohio, quiet, you do mass. Maddie, are you pregnant? We're like, no. Is anyone forcing you to marry this guy? People talk. And my family is very level-headed. There was about 6 or 7 of us who sat around, and my mom said she'd vote for Hillary, and why she said so. Then my brother said he would vote for, I think, Rubio. And another brother said he'd vote for Bernie Sanders. Then I mentioned that was back when I was thinking of voting for Trump. We explained why. We said cool, and then moved on with our lives. So at that time, I was like, okay, I'm kind of convinced of Trump because of his financial policies and other things he plans on doing as a business person. That changed when I watched the first debate. I think it was just the Republican debate. And I saw, to me, he seemed like a 7-year-old kid. This man is too whiny, seems too immature, too sensitive to be able to stand before a bunch of other world leaders and actually make decisions that impact the 350 million people in this country. Going back to Hillary, there is so much scam. I can't trust her to actually say what she is saying to be true. And it seems like whatever she's saying, either it's someone told her to say it, or there's something manipulative about it, and it's just cannot deal with that. I decided not to vote in this election. So I saw 2 candidates that neither in my eyes measured up to someone I think could lead the world, so I didn't see what was the point of voting for them. I remember reading about electoral colleges. California's a Democratic state. I would have voted Republican, therefore my vote would not matter, and as we can see, there's 3 million votes that Hillary had that in the popular vote that beat out Trump, but those don't count. So it's electoral votes, and the electoral votes go Democratic, and I would vote Republican, so therefore what does it matter if I voted or not? So it goes from 1, why do I need to be a part of this? 2, it's not going to matter. 3, do I really want to be involved in something that might test what I find precious? My love for the people around me and people I don't know. I find more power in trying to change the immediate world I live in for the better, and I don't want to get caught up in that emotional stuff. We're in America together. Instead of just bad-mouthing people from both sides, instead of just throwing all these, oh, this is what a Trump supporter did, oh, this is what a Hillary person did, oh, this is what da-da-da-da. We're talking about such a marginal amount of the population that people are trying to throw as, the face of both sides of the parties. But again, they're not actually dealing with what's going on in both parties. They're not actually communicating with one another. And if you don't listen, then no one's going to want to hear from you. And here's the other thing, too, is that the people who get offended the easiest are the most easy to manipulate.